What if your kid could rule the school? What would they change about things? What would they make happen in their school? That's the question that's being posed by an organization called Opportunity 180. It is an essay contest, and kids might not be able to control the school, but they can control their pocketbook just a little bit, or their wallet. Depends on what they have nowadays. Joining us now is Janet Wilcox-Lavin. She is the CEO of Opportunity 180, and joining us now. How are you, Janet?
Hi, I'm great. Thanks so much for having me.
It's great to have you. Let's talk about this. I think we've all, as a student, had an opinion about how things should go. There's an essay contest that Opportunity 180 is putting on. Before we get into the contest, let's talk about Opportunity 180 and what it is that you do.
Yeah, so we're an organization that seeks to ensure every kid has access to a great school in their neighborhood that puts them on track to be ready for college and career or whatever life they choose. And we think there's a lot of opportunity to make sure kids have what they need to be successful in their future. And that's where we have centered our North Star.
Fantastic. And especially here in Clark County, we need all the help we can get when it comes to education. And it's very important that you're here in our valley. We appreciate you for that. Let's talk about this. This is a video essay. Tell us what it is that you're looking for from kids and how they can enter. What's going on here?
Yeah. So what we see is that kids' voices have really been missing in the conversation about education. Certainly, that has been the case for some time. And over the past 2 years in particular, where things have been incredibly hard for all of us,
Yeah.
we just really haven't been able to hear from kids. And so, what we want to know is, what do kids think? How do we, as the adults who are in these positions to want to support them, what can we do to help them bring their hopes and dreams to life? First,
Yeah.
we need to know what their hopes and dreams are. We want to know what they like. We want to know what they don't like. And we want to be able to respond and react and bring them into the conversation.
I think sometimes us, the adults, we may think, and I was a kid once, we're all kids once. I don't think we all thought we were the dumbest things, but I think we talk to kids and we think, oh, they're going to just say pizza parties every day. No, I've had some pretty thoughtful conversations with some teenagers that are in Clark County School District that have real concerns about their classrooms that they'd love to see
Yeah.
fixed.
Yeah. Kids really know what they want, what they need, what's working, what's not working. And the best educators out there are asking their kids all the time and talking to them about what's working for you, what isn't working for you, what can we be doing differently.
Yeah.
And I think as leaders and policymakers and decision makers, it's our turn to listen. I tell my daughter all the time, we got to use our ears to listen. And so this is a chance for me to model that for her and for all of the kids of this community, that their voice matters and they're important. We also want to value their time. So we have cash prizes for those that win the video essay contest, because we also think it's important that kids know that their time matters and their time is valuable. And we want to make sure that they're doing this in a way that they can continue to support themselves.
No question. Now, worth noting, yeah, usually we use our ears to listen. It's the adult saying it to the kids, but now it's going to be the kids saying it to the adult. Use your ears and listen. Well, any tips for
Yeah.
students that are going to be putting these video essays together to kind of make sure they put their best foot forward?
Yeah. Be authentic and be yourself, right? So the most important thing is that we know that you have something to say that's really valuable. And so be yourself. Stick to the questions. So we want to know what your hopes and dreams are. We want to know what you like and what you don't like. But most importantly, we want to hear your unique vision of what works for you and what could work for your peers.
Nice. All right, we have about a minute left. How can we enter? Or not we, I'm way over the age. But let's say that how can students enter? And what are the prizes?
Sure.
You said that there's cash involved. What are we talking? $10 in Jeffrey bucks? What are we doing?
So we have $500 first
Oh,
place cash prize for kids in third through fifth grade, sixth through eighth grade, and ninth through 12th grade. You can
nice.
visit our website, opportunity180.org/essay, for all the details on how to enter. It is a video essay contest, but kids can make the decision if they want it to be graphic or they want it to be their face. They get to have some creative freedom. And we're also accepting videos in a native language if a student would choose not to speak in English, if that's preferable, and they feel they can best express themselves in their native language. So we are really trying to make this as easy as possible for kids in third through 12th grade to share their ideas and their vision and their beliefs. And then we will reward them with a cash prize and a celebration at the end of the contest window. We've extended the deadline to January 18th, so we're really excited to see what kids submit.
Excellent. I love what you're doing. Keep it up. Thank you so much for joining us, Jana.
Thank you. Thanks so much for the time.
All right, if you would like your kid to enter, if you're a kid watching right now, first of all, why aren't you in school? Second of all, go to opportunity180.org/essay. Enter by January 18th. Top prize in each age group, $500. Very, very cool. Just tell us what you'd like to see in your school.